And here we have the 32X. What went wrong with it? What was it, you may ask? It was an add-on for the Mega Drive, for the Sega Mega Drive, and it basically bumped it up, made it a 32-bit monster. And it was pretty nice in a lot of ways, although it did absolutely rubbish and failed completely at the time. But this is the first game I'm showing now. Afterburner. Afterburner 2. There was never an Afterburner 1 for some strange reason. Yeah, fantastic conversion. Just look at this. I couldn't believe it when I first saw the 32X and got this on the go. It was like, whoa, this is a bit more like it. This is a bit of an upgrade from the Mega Drive, I tell ya. Yeah, it's one of the best. I mean, at the time, I'd not seen anything better in the home, as far as conversion of the arcade classics was concerned, and this is one of my faves in the arcades. I used to love it for its music and just fast, frantic action. I mean, the Master System just looks utterly dire in comparison, so does the Mega Drive. One of the games they got right, they did, this is still Afterburner 2, they did get some good conversions of their games, and if they'd done more of that, perhaps it may have done a bit better. But I don't know, perhaps there weren't as many big Afterburner fans as me around at the time. I mean, it's a personal thing, I think. Most people hate Afterburner simply because it's just really difficult to what the hell are you doing, as you can see here. But I used to love it. I used to love Space Area as well, which strangely enough is on this list as well, because that's another cracking game for the 32X. Space Harrier, a classic again, just total top quality, fantastic conversion, best conversion I'd seen at the time. I mean, the Saturn one since, and obviously Dreamcast, things like that, had bettered it, but at the time this was just so close to the arcade, it was unbelievable. Again, another classic, and this is sort of another game that made me think, yeah, 32X, I might actually get one of these. Unfortunately, there weren't many more games in that mould, and they dropped the ball big time on the 32X. They really did. They just didn't do enough classic games, and they just moved from one contraption to the next. It was the 32X, then they went on to the Sega CD, and people just, were sick of buying machines that had about 4 games. It just wasn't a good state of affairs to see. It did seriously weaken the position in the market forever, really. They never recovered properly from trying to stretch the Mega Drive on as long as they did. But 32X was a technically decent bit of kit. The sound quality on it's really good. The scaling's brilliant. It really keeps track of that sort of thing. It's really good. And yeah, it was an underused machine. And it really is a pity that it didn't do better. But it was just too much of a stretch. People weren't prepared to buy 3 consoles practically for one. Sega CD as well, not long after. It didn't take long at all. This is Virtua Racer, and this little intro really doesn't show it off too well. I'm not sure the emulator's brilliant for it, but this was again really good, smooth, kicked the ass of the Mega Drive version, which also had a super chip in it to speed it up, but this version was better still. Yeah, I didn't mind it. I quite like Virtua Racer in the arcade. And it wasn't a classic, don't get me wrong, it's not a classic, but still a good one and a good game for the 32X.
Virtua Racing!
Now we're starting to get some of the games that aren't really very good. This one is alright, but my goodness, look at that intro screen. Really? Is that the screen? I don't know what possessed Core with that. It's just as if someone chucked it together in 2 minutes. Gets better, that bit's not so bad, and the main game's okay. It's no Mario Kart. It's certainly no Mario Kart, although you can see technically the 32X again, it's just got some nice scaling. It's nice. It's definitely a good machine. But yeah, this game just was like a poor man's Mario, really and truly. Just not as good. Not as good. So yeah, that's about all I've got to say about this one. Well, Mortal Kombat, it's a bit of a mixed one for me. I thought it was appalling on anything. SNES, Mega Drive, arcade. I just didn't like the game. Got some good music, I always appreciate some good game music, and it was good music, and the graphics looked okay. But no, I didn't like it. I thought the fighting style was appalling. Just too much attention put on the finishing moves, things like that, and I thought Street Fighter just killed it. There was far more finesse and skill in Street Fighter than there was ever in Mortal Kombat. And you know, another thing, they had a block button. Why use a block button when pulling back just works so naturally well? It just, I don't know, I think they just thought we've got to do it different to Street Fighter, and that's why I put a block button in. No, didn't like it. Didn't like it. But the 32X version fits itself well, and it's a fairly good conversion, so it's not really on the list of bad games apart from it's a bad game. And here's, just to show you the difference, the SNES. It's not that much different really. So you can see here, the SNES version wasn't too bad. A little bit smaller sprites, but good music on it again. No one was going to buy 32X simply on the strength of Mortal Kombat. That's for sure. Now normally when you see this logo come up at the start of a Sega game, it's like, oh yeah, we're in for some fun, we're in for something good. And then you see Virtua Fighter. Oh, not a good conversion. I know it was a bit much, and you know, compared to the Mega Drive version, which is a 2D Street Fighter style affair, this is a lot better, you know, more faithful to the arcade. But yeah, I can remember people asking me why that's a blocker, why do they look like blocks? It's because really the 32X couldn't handle much more than this really. Although, to be honest, I was surprised it was this bad. The Saturn version certainly was a lot better. I don't think anyone was going to buy 32X for Virtua Fighter. And we're really getting obscure here, but look at that effect. Look at that lovely effect. That was actually quite nicely done. I thought that was quite nice. Star Wars, the arcade game. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Yeah, not very good. I was disappointed with this one as well. Yeah, the 3D nowadays really looks ancient there, doesn't it? It's unbelievable. Yeah, 3D from this era is pretty dire. Everything looks pretty awful. Pretty awful. Flat shaded, no textures. It's all that could do. But yeah, it just looks so dated and terrible these days. I can't see anyone playing this with any sort of enjoyment. Not unless they used to like it, but I didn't much like this. It was sort of a trial run at Rogue Squadron, which was a good game. That was an exceptionally good game. I thought that was brilliant. Although I will give this for this game, the music in it was stunning. It was Star Wars. I could have had it in there, but there's no way I'm leaving that music in this video. So yeah, it really showed off the audio capabilities of the 32X. And finally, it's hard to find many games for the 32X that are worth covering. This one, again, it's similar to Star Wars in its 3D-ness. Look at those untextured polygons flickering and wobbling around. And this was actually reasonably impressive in its day, believe it or not. Stellar Assault. Yeah. Another rubbish game. Why did they release these games? They should have released good games for the 32X. Some nice stuff. Sega Rally would have been nice. You know, just decent stuff. Outrun. Did they release Outrun for the 32X? No, they never did. I was always hoping for that. Hang on, Outrun. Classic games. You know, good version of Shinobi would have been good, anything. But no, that really didn't push it. They didn't push it, and that, you know, I pretty much think they stopped making 32X games about a year, 2 years after it was released. It was just total waste of money, really. And a great shame in a lot of ways, because they stuck with sprite scaling, that sort of thing. It was a top draw machine. But yeah, they seem to be obsessed with doing these vector things, and people just didn't like them. People just didn't like them. They weren't going to get PC owners over to them, because the vector games on the PC were better than what this could do. Console owners just didn't want to play them. Not really. They wanted to play sprite-based stuff. Decent games, good conversions of arcades, good original titles. Yeah, this is probably one of the reasons the 32X failed. Well, that's it. We're at the end. That's it. We're completely finished. So until next time, I'll catch you later.